Welcome back. Haddie D. Jamal here. And the only thing worse than getting a surprise visit from the in-laws is being in a show hole. So while I can't help you get out of dinner with your mother-in-law who consistently criticizes your spaghetti, I can help you get out of that show hole with this week's What's the Binge? Just like any other long holiday with the family, you gotta take it one day at a time. Which brings us to our first show pick. It's a remake. But unlike Planet of the Apes and Ninja Turtles, this one's actually really good. Thanks for ruining my childhood, Michael Bay. One Day at a Time is about an Army vet and a newly single Cuban mom.
I swear to God, if that vieja calls me Maria one more time.
Mrs. Doyle has Alzheimer's.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Hey, I'm messing with you. She's just racist.
Whose newest battle is raising her teenage daughter.
Hey, Nana! Something came in the mail! I did it! Screw you, Harvard! No, she didn't mean that, Harvard.
And her tween son.
What happened to your face?
What happened to your face? I'm sorry. I was hanging out with my friends. It's hard to turn it off.
All while getting a little help from her old school mom.
My heart into pieces. That's not me, that's her. You make me sound like I have an accent.
This heartfelt comedy reminds us that life can be tough, but we can get through it if we take it just one day at a time.
Play my jam. No! Break my heart. And everybody.
This bingeable gem is definitely one you want to add to the watch list. Now, we all know we can't choose our family, but we can choose our family sitcoms. Which brings us to our next pick, The Goldbergs. This nostalgic comedy is set in the 80s, and it's about a loving family that only knows one way to communicate: very loudly. It follows a young boy named Adam who's obsessed with movies, comics, and all things sci-fi. I don't know why that's considered geeky, but whatever. He's always armed with a camera to capture all of his family's craziness.
No!
Guys, please stop fighting. Okay, we're rolling. Go, go, go!
So between his hot-tempered dad,
It's 2 a.m. I thought you were dead. I could kill you.
his overbearing mother,
Dinner time! Fine, I'll eat the way I'll die. Alone.
and his over-the-top siblings, it's like watching The Wonder Years, except with a lot more yelling.
The only one who understands me is Flavor Flav.
Who runs like that?
And a lot more comedy. You might not want to be a Goldberg, but you'll definitely want to add this one to the watch list. And last up, when it comes to family, the struggle can be very real, especially if you spent Thanksgiving at my house, or if you're going at it alone. Which brings us to our last pick, Single Parents. This comedy gives a whole new meaning to the term squad goals. It's about a group of single parents that lean on each other when it comes to raising their 7-year-old kids.
We're single parents. We don't volunteer. We just try and survive until a time in the day when it's appropriate to open wine.
When the group is introduced to Will, a guy who doesn't know himself outside of being Dad of the Year,
I am single. Always try to get that out there, just never quite sure how to work it in.
they band together to help each other maintain some kind of personal life, navigate the dating world,
You gonna wear on your date?
This.
Oh, God.
Or. Shorts.
Your pants are making my baby cry.
and just survive being a parent. So while they have no sleep, no partners, no days off, you have another great show to watch. So be sure to add that one to your watch list. Well, that's your What's the Binge for the week. And shout out to the D. Jamal family. We don't have our own show, but we definitely need one. You guys are crazy. Like, really crazy. But I love you. Happy birthday, Mom. And happy binging.